Silver and gold stackers, this should be a warning to us all. Maybe this is a good warning for us that who stack. We're going to dive into it. Yes, this is my third video a day. I was going to wait until tomorrow to release this video or make this video, but it should be out there as soon as possible. This should be the video you share with everybody. Help me out, folks. I don't know how much time we have left. With the dollar, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Moody's downgrade. I'm not going to get too involved with that because it's not my expertise. I'm just going to warn you there. Give me the thumbs up, folks. That really is going to help get the video out to more and more people. Let's make this the #1 video this week on YouTube. Help me with the thumbs up. Let's just get into it. Look, you know, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. We hear about the dollar potentially collapsing. We hear about, is the government going to come take your silver and gold? No, I do not believe the government's going to come take your silver and gold. Okay, that's one thing I don't believe it's ever going to happen. They're going to try to take it in other ways, though. Okay, they're going to suppress the market as long as they can. Scare people out. That is how people are going to sell. They're going to look at the numbers. We got to stop looking at the overall numbers, for one. Yeah, okay, if you're buying, fine. If you need to sell, sell. But only, I'll say it again. Don't sell if you don't need to. Why would anybody want to sell for cash when they don't need to? It's beyond me. But that's not really what this video is about. Let's say, let's not even use the United States as an example in this video. God forbid we don't ever want to happen to anybody else as well. Let's see another currency really fails. Some currency that we're really tied into. All currencies are tied into with each other, folks. Like the Canadian dollar, like the Australian dollar, like the UK pound. What happens one of these countries' money goes kaputty? We probably will. The US will probably help the other country out. Well, let's just reverse the course here. What happens if the US dollar, the American people, say the dollar ain't worth crap no more? And people start to panic. And the dollar really goes into being gone. The ones who stack, we're going to have to rebuild all this. We're going to have to help our families out, our friends out. We don't have to. Okay, we don't have to help, but we can only help so many people, folks. There's not enough of us out there stacking. As you stack, keep in mind the people you're going to help out. You really got to think. You really got to think about this. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, next year, 2 years from now. Nobody knows. But there are people who stack really think the dollar is never going to collapse. All fiat currencies die. All right, they're talking about this new Fed token. Okay, when I hear about a token, picture it this way. A token. Remember when you were a kid, maybe? Maybe you went to Chuck E. Cheese for a birthday party. Maybe you had your own birthday party. And Chuck E. Cheese gave you so many little gold tokens, probably a little bit smaller than a quarter. On those tokens, no cash value. That's what I think when I see this Fed token. Okay, do you want ultimate government control? Because that's where we're heading. And most people in the country do not stack, have no idea. They live in La La Land. And I'm sorry to say it. You know, we got to try to get as many people educated now. This is the time to do it now, folks. This is the time to do it now. Show them this video. You know, people see a pile of dimes here. Folks, I can tell you, it does not come easy to stack this many dimes. Yes, I got a little bit more than this. All right, I mean, I'm trying to hold the pin back. All right, yeah, this is power dimes here, folks. I mean, if someone's gonna ask me in the comments, well, how much is here? I really don't know. It's probably money value, dollar value here. You're probably looking about $2,400. Okay, roughly, and they all fit in this little container right here. All right, is one of those Aveeno makeup remover for my grandmother. My girlfriend gave it to me. They all fit in that, and it really humps over the threshold, but I was able to get the cap on it still. You don't need all these tubes. Save that money for your tubes, folks. Put it in stuff like this. You know, yes, I gotta count them, write a little thing on the bottle still, or the jug, whatever you want to call it, right? How much face value is in there. I've not got to that point yet. I use these dimes. I don't normally dump them all out because it's a pain in the butt to pick them back up. But, you know, every set, I try to make every set a little bit different for the viewer out there. And it's a pain to adjust the sets. Picking up the coins every single time, making a new set for the next video. But that's not what this video is about either. I'm just trying to show you different stuff, folks. It takes time to stack. It's not something that comes overnight. When you see a big pile of like dimes like this didn't take me a year. This took me nearly 3 years, folks. All right, you know, and some of them I did get a roll at a time. Some of them I got 10 dimes at a time, 15 dimes at a time, 30 dimes at a time, 10 dimes at a time, 5 dimes. You get the picture. You guys know how I stack and how I do it. Just don't think not going to a coin shop and if that's all you can afford is 5 silver dimes, it adds up, folks. Maybe next time you get paid, you can get 10 dimes. Maybe you come in some extra cash and you're able to get 15, 20 dimes. You'll be surprised how fast your stack has grown. But what I really want to talk about is, you know, if we get into a situation where the U.S. says the dollar is worthless, we start going back into silver and gold, we're going to have to help our friends, our family. Are we ready for it? Are we ready for what could be coming? I'm not saying it's going to happen. Someone will twist my words and saying Coin Shop Chris said that. It's not what I'm saying. I'm asking you prepared for that. You know, how many times have you folks have told friends and family and they think you're crazy? It's happened to me all the time. People still call me crazy. That's fine. No problem. I've been called worse. I'm sure most of us have been called worse. Just prepare yourselves, folks. I'm trying to give every single warning I can give. You know, people, you know, I made a video this afternoon basically saying you're not going to get rich off of silver and gold. Someone asked me in the comment section, well, if someone hoarded back in the 50s, or however it was worded, you didn't make any money off of it? Well, you got to count inflation in it, folks. I've showed that with the mad customer I just released just yesterday. And that convinced him to keep his 90% silver, folks. It's about education. This is what I'm trying to do on this channel, trying to educate people out there. And, you know, maybe I don't put it in the right sentences, words, whatever. But I'm trying to make this YouTube channel a little different, more information for more people to learn. You know, no, I don't believe you're going to get super rich off of silver and gold. Could it happen? Okay, get your mind out of the dollar. That's where we need to be. Get your mind out of the dollar. Never mind how much this is worth in dollars. Start thinking about trades. Start thinking about what can I trade this for, to who, for what. Look, we all need to eat. Okay? So it could be food. It could be gas. It could be a lawnmower. It could be a dishwasher. Whatever it's going to be, folks. You know, maybe it's all in 90% silver form. Maybe it's in a 10-ounce silver bar form. Maybe it's a 100-ounce bar silver form. Maybe it's an ounce of gold form. Whatever you feel comfortable with giving up for barter, trade, services, or goods. That's what we got to be thinking about. Not what it's worth in dollars. I hope that's a little bit clearer in this video. Think about trade. You know, we gotta, you know, I don't mean to be doom and gloom here. But we really gotta think about worst time scenarios of what could happen. We gotta be prepared for everything. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks, folks. For your 90% silver. For your silver eagles. Let me just talk real quick about the silver eagles right now. Somebody wrote in the comment section, I know I've said this before, they have a random tube of silver eagles. All their random date tubes are BU coins, folks. Mr. T. Price wrote a comment that he found in 86, in 87, 88, and 89. Don't know what the rest of them were. And a Pinbacks random date tube, folks. That's hitting a jackpot. If you are like a mystery person, check Pinbacks out for the random date tubes. You might get lucky as well. Look, they all could be the same date. Alright, I want to make that very clear. But if you like a mystery, you're guaranteed they're all going to be BU coins. No scuff marks, no milk spots, nothing like that. All BU coins. I didn't check the price for you folks on that. You're going to have to check that yourself. Just let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. If you like a mystery, you like it random, it could be that random, but they all could be the same date as well. You could end up with 2025s. You could end up with all 2017s. You could end up with 10 and 10, 5 and 5. Maybe you end up with a date of 11111 in 20 different dates. It's random, folks. That's how random it's going to be. I can't tell you exactly what you're going to get. Mr. Price, you did a very good score with Pinbacks on that one. So thank you for letting the viewers know that what you found, and you're very happy. And Pinbacks has kept their word. All BUs. Don't forget about the Pinbacks giveaway, folks, coming up. 5 troy ounces of silver. Not going to show them in this video. I'll post the link to that video. It's coming up Friday, May 23rd. I'll post the link in the comment section below. Moody's has downgraded the U.S. payables, whatever you want to call it. We were AAA rating. We're in AA1 now. Whatever that means, I really don't know. But what I can tell you, we've been there before, folks. Is it a big deal this time? Time will tell. Okay, where's that going to take the stock market Monday? I cannot tell you that. Don't have that crystal ball. But what I can tell you, and what I'm doing, I'm still stacking 90% silver. I'm really not getting that much 90% silver. I'm going to be totally, you know, my focus right now is 40% halves. I am trying my hardest to get my 2,000 bag, what I want to have in the bag. That is my main focus right now. Yeah, and my main focus also on war nickels, but they've been so overpriced, I'm not touching them right now. I'm showing you how I'm done it, folks. Take my lead, don't take my lead. If you folks need help, if you think something's too much, you see something on eBay that you think is too crazy a price, email me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. You know, don't email me if the auction's going to end in 20 minutes. I might not catch that email in time. But if there's a couple days left, maybe a few hours left, I might be able to get back to you before that auction ends, folks. and I'll let you know. I'm gonna do the bit. I'm trying to keep up on all the comments on the channel. You folks probably know I'm very active in the comment sections. Some of you even sent me an email and they said, I cannot believe how fast you responded back to me, Chris. I'm trying to respond back as fast as I can to everybody. By some chance I miss your email and 2 days have gone by, hit me up again, folks. Say, did you see my email? Second attempt. You know, get me with a second attempt email. That'll get my attention fastest. Sometimes they don't come into my inbox. Sometimes they go into my spam box, folks. I don't know why. I try to check the spam box multiple times a day. At least twice a day. Depending how busy it is at the shop. Depending how tired I am. But I am going to try to be here for you. Look, I put at least 2 videos a day out. You're getting a bonus video today. Thank you for all your time watching, folks. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the thumbs up, because that really does help get the videos out. Thank you for sharing it. You folks have been amazing to me. So my return is I got to keep putting out the best information I know how to put out this information to you folks. I'm going to keep you updated what's going on at the shop, folks. Today was an average day. Nothing, you know, no crazy customers really. I had one woman get a little scuffle with the offer we had when we explained why we're offering that. And I says, and she says, well, I'm really not need to sell. And I says, well, then, okay, if you don't need to sell, then don't sell. That's my main message, folks. We're not here to try to take advantage of anybody. If you don't know something, ask. Just ask. It don't have to be me. It could be to your local coin shop. It could be Michael and Brian at Pinbacks. It could be another YouTuber, folks. If you don't know something about silver, gold, or platinum, just ask. Because that's only, I'm still learning. That's only way we're gonna learn. So thank you again for your time. I'll end it here. Coin Shop Chris is out. I'll get this uploaded for you folks. See you tomorrow. Peace out.